Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and if you're new here, I am so glad that you have found your way to this space. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Today's reading is a general collective message, intended for anyone who feels drawn to it. As always, please take what resonates with you and your personal situation and gently release what doesn't. If you're interested in booking a personal reading or a cord-cutting session with me, you'll find the link to my website in the description box below. And if this message supports you in any way, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a reading. Alrighty y'all, first of all I want to say I've missed y'all these past 2 days, but I finally got all the painting done. It's finally done. So a few channeled messages before we get into all of the cards and dice and all that stuff. Your ancestors are extremely proud of you. I mean, like, extremely proud, to the point where they're celebrating, you know, they're popping champagne up in the spiritual realm because you did something here that no one else has been able to do in your family line. And this feels so much bigger than just one thing that you have done recently. It feels like it has been an accumulation of different choices and different decisions that you have had to make throughout your life. And however that means for you, it led you to your highest timeline. But whatever this is that you broke, it feels deeper than just like a generational curse. It's like you healed something here ancestrally, like some kind of blockage here. And this has to do with safety, security, and codependency, and what you are willing and not willing to accept when it comes to how you handle relationships, platonic, familial, and romantic, even business. Something here about you not compromising your values, not compromising your morals, and you standing firm in who you believe to be. You have been, maybe you're starting to realize this now, but every single energy that you have dealt with in the past has been the opposition, has been the resistance to some kind of greater force here that has been holding your lineage back. But you broke that. And your ancestors are extremely, extremely proud. This definitely feels like it has to do with some kind of healing on the feminine, divine feminine side of your family. And you could be male or female. But like I said, it's breaking the control, that codependency, and that needing to rely on somebody else. It's like you broke that because you decided to go through something alone because of the choices that you made, and you never compromised yourself. 333 on the timer as I said that. Now, the other channeled message that I received. There is a karmic couple here that is... It almost feels like they're ripping out their hair because they can't stop what's already been in motion, and that's some kind of grand revelation here in regards to them. Everything that they have been trying to hide, all of their secrets, all of the manipulation that they have done, it's coming to light. And the reason that it is because something here needs to be corrected. And it feels like it needs to be corrected in regards to you. Because I feel like these people were the ones, this karmic couple was the one here that... If you are wondering why you have a bad reputation, or why people don't want to deal with you, or why people act differently around you, it's because of what this karmic couple here has put into motion. Excuse me. Now, in regards to this karmic couple, what's being released, it has a lot to do with shame and embarrassment on their end. Both of these individuals, what's going to be coming out is that they were in a relationship because of some kind of safety and security. What I mean by that, it was a transactional relationship. It wasn't based out of love. Now, what's also going to be coming out is that this relationship has been a secret lavender relationship. One of them is in the closet. It doesn't matter what sex they are. Now, what I do believe is the person that is in the closet is a person that is the same sex as you. Because I feel like what was said is by that person's transactional partner was telling everybody that you secretly wanted their person. And that you were the one that was getting in between their relationship. But what's going to be discovered is that that's not the truth. Maybe their partner is into you in some kind of way. But the truth of the matter is, they were just trying to find a scapegoat here, and they thought that your kindness, your innocence, equaled stupidity, equaled, it almost feels like equaled giving them like authority in a way that it would be okay to say what they said. But the reason why they did this, again, like I said, it's because of their shame and embarrassment. Because people are unwilling to accept. So they settled for less. They settled for a safety net. They needed each other in this transactional relationship. One needed a cover, and the other needed something that that person had. I don't know what they promised. I promised to, I don't know, give you the money. Whatever it is. It was, like I said, a transactional relationship. And the reason why they're shook is because they're so ashamed and embarrassed of who they actually really are. I mean, these are people who have not healed, who have not embraced their full self, who've never owned their authenticity. They're feeling ashamed. They're feeling exactly the same way how they wanted you to feel. By making it feel like, see, and this karmic couple could be the main culprits here of that energy here. Like I said, that you were facing off probably your whole life. It's this energy here of we're going to make you conform. Because your truth exposes our lies. But at the end of the day, they are learning that they cannot play God. So, we're going to get into it. I'm already 8 minutes in, but we're going to begin with the dice. Things might get a little loud. If you are sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe and Divine Council. What is going on in collective energy, and what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? We have the Six of Cups upright, the Nine of Cups upright, and the Three of Wands. As you get to move forward, somebody here is going to be stuck in some kind of mental prison. Shame, embarrassment, guilt. We have the Three of Wands, and then we have this Eight of Swords right underneath here. You're moving on towards happiness and wish fulfillment here. You have made peace with your past. You have made peace with where you've been and what you've been through. You're now embracing some kind of new beginning here with this Fool. You're taking a leap of faith. You're taking the lessons with you into this new next phase of your life here. Oh, I just noticed there's Judgment. Judgment's right above this Three of Wands. People could be being thrown into spiritual jail here. That's their judgment for trying to play God, for not heeding the warning, for not stopping. Because what did they win? You're the one that's still getting wish fulfillment. You're the one that's getting a brand new beginning. You're the one that's starting a brand new cycle. You're the one that's going to be experiencing new experiences because you made a choice. You chose what direction to go down. It was by sheer determination that you have made it into this next phase, into this next chapter. It's like you were able to jump over some kind of hurdle here. You know when like they do track and they have like those, what they're called hurdles, right? The things that they jump over? Something about like what your ancestors celebrating, you set a new record. You set a new record. You've accomplished something here that has never been accomplished in your ancestral line. You didn't allow yourself to be controlled. And what I mean by that, it's mental with this hanged man sideways here on the side. You didn't allow yourself to be stuck in some kind of outdated belief system, right? That's that belief system that your ancestors held before you. You have made peace with your past. That's why you're getting this brand new beginning. Wow, we have the 10 of Cups reversed on this side. See, you're getting wish fulfillment with that 9 of Cups. And whoever this couple is, it's Cry Me a River. The song, literally. That's what it's feeling like. Cry Me a River. Yeah, because of some kind of deception here. Some kind of sabotage. 7 of Swords sideways, but they didn't win. Whatever the sabotage was, it didn't work. It may have worked for a little bit of time, but it's not going to work now in the age of Aquarius. We have the 9 of Pentacles. It is sideways. But it's in the position, well... Somebody was trying to sabotage your ability to be able to stand on your own. It's like somebody here wanted you to settle for something, or settle for how things are, or stop. Because we do have these swords here, and the sabotage could have to do with you communicating, you being able to express yourself in some kind of way. Somebody was trying to sabotage the way that you expressed yourself. It's very interesting. Either way, you stood the test of time with this 7 of Wands. You didn't allow the opposition to knock you over, to knock you down. Even if it meant you standing alone, you did it. Something here about you'd rather stand alone if it means standing in truth. You're not the type of individual here that's going to try to act or pretend that you're something that you're not. It's like you can't help but be who you are. You're not a people pleaser when it comes to that. Anyways, we do have strong Aries, Pisces, Sagittarius energy here. We do have the Knight of Wands here as well. You're moving forward very fast. That's following your passion, following your heart, doing what brings you joy. This is good. It's like your wishes are coming true here with this 9 of Cups. Somebody was trying to keep you stuck in the past. Or keep you stuck in some kind of old, outdated dynamic. I need to put this on the floor because it keeps shaking on my desk. It's driving me crazy. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands reversed. You made a choice in regards to what path it is that you wanted to go down. Somebody was trying to throw some kind of confusion your way. There could have been a lot of temptation here. Like maybe this karmic couple was throwing a lot of temptation your way in hope that you would bite the bait into agreeing to something here that was not for your highest good. Again, see, these people are trying to sabotage you, but they're also codependent. They're also, not only are they relying on each other, but they're relying on the lie to get whatever it is that they have been getting. You made the right choice, and you chose some kind of path here, and I feel like that path was you chose yourself. You chose yourself. Somebody wanted you to be indecisive and confused and maybe even overwhelmed. But you're wise. We have the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. You're a wise individual. Like I said, you have healed from the past. You have gone within. You're very introspective. You know yourself inside and out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you know exactly where it is that you are meant to go. Somebody wanted you... It's like they wanted you wandering around in the darkness. But they didn't realize that you had your own lantern. You have your own light. The darkness doesn't scare you. Not anymore. Something here about that TV show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Thank you, universe. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Things are coming out in pairs. Maybe news or information here is going to be coming out like 2 at a time. Something's happening in pairs. Because each time I've shuffled, cards have come out in pairs. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords here. Here you are, standing alone. You've had to rise. You've had to undergo some kind of ego death, right? And that's what the Hermit does, right? That's part of introspection. Somebody wanted you confused into how to be independent. You know, this is also giving me how somebody here was also trying to stab you in the back. Or they wanted to dampen your spirits here so that way you wouldn't be so independent. They never wanted you to be able to create as well, because the Nine of Pentacles is the Empress in the Minor Arcana. Somebody never wanted you to be able to create for yourself. Maybe never wanted you to tap into your creative side in order for you to be able to sustain yourself. Somebody never wanted you to tap into your passion. And however that looks like for you. You know, for example, like say you've always wanted to be a nurse. Maybe people were doing all these things to say, oh, you know, we need money now. You know, you need money now. We all need money now. Maybe you should just take that factory job. Don't go to school, or change your major to something easier, or, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. It's like they never wanted you to be able to follow what brings you joy, right? They never wanted you to follow your own guiding light. And this could have been a lot of heavy projections, negativity, even spell work being sent your way in order to destroy you, in order to dampen your spirits. But all it ended up doing was causing you to elevate, transform. It's like you embraced all of these times that you've had to allow yourself to essentially die. It's like a song from Motion City Soundtrack. It's called, Let's Get Fucked Up and Die. but it's talking about committing social suicide. I don't even know if I'm allowed to even say these words, but it doesn't mean anything like that. It just means like, the gist of the song is like, oh, like, I forgot I'm supposed to be somebody that cares about what you think, you know, pretty much. Whatever is going down has to do with whatever people decided to invest in. Whatever they invested in, whatever energy that they have put in, they are now going to be receiving all of that back. So if somebody here invested a whole lot of time, effort, and energy here into trying to cause this for you, expect that energy to be returned back to them. You've spent your time and energy focused here on moving forward, moving towards the future, moving towards some kind of new, whatever you wanted. I feel like you were done dealing with the same type of energy here for the longest time. I feel like you're like, I'm over this. I need a change. I need a change for the better. I am tired of the same old crap. Maybe you've been encountering the same type of energy in different entities or in different avatars. Either way, whatever people have invested in, they're now receiving it all back to them. You invested in you. And now you're going to be seeing where that investment has taken you. And like I said, for each and every single one of you, that investment looks different. For some of you, could invest it in your health. For others of you, maybe you made some kind of investment back in the day that you're now seeing some kind of payoff. Like maybe this had to do with stocks or something here. I don't know. But either way, you decided to invest in yourself. And now you're going to be starting to see the payoff. And everything that you have poured in is now being returned back to you. All that love that you have put in is now being returned back to you. And where people here have not been leading with love, if they've been leading with hate, resentment, whatever, expect all that to be returned to them. This is a season of getting what it is that you give. It's judgment. You can't run from judgment. I just heard you can't run from Archangel Michael. He's coming. Universe. The Four of Cups reversed. You invested in yourself. Somebody wanted you to miss out on an opportunity, or they wanted you to put their needs above your own. And this could... Oh, excuse me. This could have to do with some kind of outdated old belief system here. We have the Magician reversed here at the bottom of the deck. That's a master manipulator. There's somebody here who isn't shit. They have nothing. They don't have anything. They don't have the Ace of Cups. They don't have the Pentacle. They don't have the sword. They sure as hell don't have that wand. You know, whatever they have, it's plaster. It's not real. It's manufactured. It's fake. It's false. It's not real. And there's that Ten of Cups. You have been through the ringer, but yet you are still standing here. You know, maybe it made your skin tougher, or it made you a tougher person, because you ended up persevering. You know, I'm taking all these wands here as all the trophies of all the battles here that you have won. You're like, yeah, look at all my trophies. You know, whoever this master manipulator is, this magician in the reverse, again, cry me a river with this Ten of Cups reverse. It's not happily ever after. It's not going to be happily ever after. Not for them. I don't know if any of y'all have seen, maybe you haven't, maybe not all of you, but DC's Legends of Tomorrow. And it's I'm thinking about the part where Astra was relearning how to do magic, and Alexandra Crawley was showing her how to do it, but it was all manipulation magic, like how to turn garbage into money. But the glamour would only survive a certain amount of time. Like, that's what this feels like. It's kind of like that kind of energy of somebody you're trying to manipulate something here, but it had a certain time frame before it expired. We have Justice and the Queen of Cups. Some kind of justice is coming here, and it's coming against this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Male or female, this is somebody here who's needy. Somebody here who needs you to hold their hand as they cross the street. This is somebody here who's a pick-me. Overly sensitive, and I mean that like in a negative way. Like, this is somebody here who doesn't care about how they treat other people, but yeah, they're the first person to be like, don't treat me that way, or why did you say that, or that really hurt me, you know, that type of energy. But it feels like it's manipulative, like in the way that they use it to try and garnish some kind of pity. It feels like toxic pity. Either way, there is justice here. Justice is coming here for somebody trying to create some kind of ending for an empress, or for an empress in the making. It's like a star that is rising. Some of you could be a rising star in some kind of way, or in your field, or just even in your community. Like, people could be looking up to you. You could hold some kind of valor. We have the Four of Swords reversed. Somebody was refusing to lay something to rest, but you were able to break free with that Hanged Man reversed. You are not trapped, bound, or stuck to anything that anybody else has created. And this could be people that are just wanting to project their own shame, their own embarrassment onto you. And that's what I've noticed. I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say any names, but the people, because I already, as you guys know, I'm an out and proud gay man since middle school. I am who I am. I can't lie. I just can't. And why would I want to? Why would I want to? Anyways, but I've noticed that the people in my family that were the ones that were most against it are the ones that are running from it themselves. I'm just going to say it at that. I'm just going to keep it like that. We have the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. Somebody here is going to be taking some kind of inspired action based on some kind of news, truth, or information here that is coming out. This King of Swords could be a representative of this legal system, or this could just be somebody here that's taking some kind of ownership and doing the right thing. And I feel like whatever this is, it's in regards to whoever this Queen of Cups is in the reverse. We have the Fool. This leads to a brand new beginning. I just realized right above, so we have the Fool, we have that Six of Cups, and then we have this Tower. Something is crumbling. Something is crumbling, and it's making way for you to have this new beginning. Somebody here could be reaching out to you, or being inspired to reach out to you, to give you some kind of truth and information here in regards to whoever this Queen of Cups is in the reverse. The King of Swords is somebody here who holds receipts. There could be somebody here who has something here. This person has proof that they want to share with you. It's like somebody here is working to help you in some kind of way. I don't think you know this individual, because this person is really, really extended. This is somebody that's working behind the scenes in order to help you. There could have been some kind of secret investigation here that has been taking place. Something here about somebody trying to pry into your privacy. But either way, you're having this brand new beginning, a brand new cycle. Somebody here has some kind of information in regards to this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Universe, tell me more about this Queen of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And the Page of Wands and this. Somebody here is not over something in the past and they acted drastically. They put something into motion to try and gain some kind of revenge or in hopes to keep you silent and keep you quiet. You know, real recognizes real, and a real person can spot a fake one like this. Because you don't have anything to prove to anyone else. You don't need to... It's giving, like... I want to say that you're a Sigma in some kind of way. Kind of like that lone wolf energy. Like I said earlier in the beginning, like, you'd rather stand alone if it means standing in your truth. I don't know, it's like you've been dealing with somebody here who's an alpha, but, I mean, they're not a true alpha. If I go back to the Teen Wolf days. Either way, this is somebody that's been in high competition with you because they wanted your position. They wanted your authority. And whatever that position is for you, maybe they wanted your position in the family. Maybe they just wanted people to see them how people see you, right? They wanted your aura. They wanted your presence. I don't know. Universe, give me one more for the King of Swords, please. Thank you. The 3 of Wands in the reverse and the 3 of Swords. Somebody was heavily casting some kind of illusion to try and betray you, to keep you rejected, to keep you in a state of heartache, to keep you in a low vibration, to keep you in hurt. Maybe people wanted you, they were doing things behind the scenes in hopes that you would end yourself because they wanted you to feel like there was no hope left. That's how deep somebody here could have taken something. Somebody never wanted you to be able to move forward. They wanted you stuck. And that's the information that this King of Swords has. About how somebody wanted to dim your light. They never wanted you to move forward. They never wanted you to follow your passion. Somebody wanted to control you. Heavy Cancer, Libra energy here. What's behind this moon? That 2 of Pentacles. What goes around comes back around. I don't wish this upon anybody, but if somebody here has been trying to orchestrate your demise, and somebody here could have even tried to, like, off you in some kind of way, well, that energy is being returned. Universe, please tell us more. We have an older man. There could be an older man that's involved here somehow. Or maybe this older man's going to be coming clean. Maybe he doesn't want to stay hidden anymore. Universe, tell us more. We have scales. Keep your life in balance. We have the scales out here twice. Somebody never wanted you to maintain stasis or what is it? Is it homeostasis when things are balanced out? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I play with cards. We have staff here at the bottom. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Somebody never wanted you to believe that you would be taken care of. They never wanted you to have any hope. Universe. We have Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And we have torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. The torch is being passed down to you. You may have taken your time. Slow and steady wins the race here with this tortoise energy. You did what you needed to do, and now your life is in balance here. And somehow there's an older man that's involved in this. Maybe this older man's going to be passing on the torch to you in some kind of way. Like maybe you've been dealing with the family situation, and I don't know, maybe this older man sees that you're the one that could lead the family after he's parted on. That's for someone, not everyone. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. There is some kind of peace and harmony here that is being restored. Something here is being restored. Double nines here, 99. 9, 10, 11. There is going to be some kind of progression. Guaranteed success with this star energy. Guaranteed success because you took your time. Slowly but surely, you got ahead. Your patience has paid off. We have angels, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. See, you knew you would be taken care of in difficult times because you knew that you were spiritually protected. You could be somebody here who's extremely faithful and dedicated in your practice, however that looks like for you. We have whale, great worry over nothing. Somebody wanted you to feel worry. Again, they wanted you to feel some kind of shame and embarrassment. It's like they were trying to lock you in their mental prison. And with this opposition, the Seven of Wands, I don't like that at all. It's like you have enemies that you don't even know about because of this karmic couple. And maybe whoever they were working with has now turned their backs on them. Maybe they've all turned on each other. They're all playing the blame game. Finger pointing could be taking place right now. As we know, this tower has fallen. This is in the past position. And what's in the present is your wishes coming true. Your desires being met. Whatever you have been asking for, it's on its way in. Guaranteed success. And where you're headed where nobody else has headed before. I really hope this microphone did not turn on and off again. I think it had to do with my power supply. Because I have the dongle that like plugs in the mic, but I have to charge it at the same time so it doesn't drain my battery. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. For the amount of money that Apple charges you for, that bitch better be working, I'm just saying. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. Hi y'all, I'm back, sorry about that. My phone overheated. Interesting, it's right after I was criticizing Apple that my iPhone decided it wanted to overheat. Whatever. People don't like the truth that is coming out of your mouth. Plain and simple. But when I was shuffling, what came out was Money Path. And what I was saying before I actually noticed that it cut me off was that you were going down this money path here. Somebody never wanted you to find this money path. Even then, the phone cut off right as I was shuffling and this came out. It cut off right at the perfect moments that you wouldn't see this. But I'm authentic, so I'm going to put it back in the deck. If it comes out, it comes out. Universe, tell us more for the collective. We have a lion. It's time to act. It's time for you to act. Somebody here does not want you to act. They do not want you to act at all. They don't want you to be able to move forward. They don't want you to roar. It's giving Lion King vibes here. They never wanted you to know who you are, to know the authority that you hold. And we have happiness. This has to do with happiness. your happiness, having your wishes and dreams coming true here. Not because you manipulate, but because you're being honest and you're putting in the hard work, even if it means taking your time to make sure that you do it right. Because you're not trying to finagle anything. We have you will be playing a different role. Some of you guys are getting ready to play a different role, right? Lions are pack animals. Maybe you're going to be the alpha now. What did I say earlier about somebody here passing on the torch? You have the authority. Because of who you are, because of your character. It's because of your ability to think and process instead of just finagling and rushing. Universe, tell us more. We have bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. You are successfully overcoming a problem. And it has to do with money, finances, stability, security, because we have boat here at the bottom. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. They never wanted you to find that money path. You know, everyone's too focused on, you know, walking on land, and here you are like, but no, it's in the sea. You're not rushing. You know, you're not falling for the fool's gold. Universe. We have knot and vulture. The knot was in the reverse, so unsuccessful plans. So your plans are going to be successful. Whoever this vulture has been in your life, whenever I see that, I keep thinking of a vulture like circling a carcass. Maybe this is like the vultures that were like circling, you know, Simba's dad. I can't think of his name, right? When Scar sacrificed him. There could have been someone here trying to sacrifice someone in some kind of way. Trying to get rid of them, trying to push them out of the way. Somebody here was counting on some kind of depression, anxiety, or worry. Somebody wanted you worried that somebody here was out to get you. Wow, what I'm getting with that is this person wanted you to believe that it was someone else that was coming after you. They wanted you to be worried that you were under attack and that you didn't know where it was coming from or who it was coming from. And this person could have even been pretending to be your friend and that they cared. But they were the ones that were sending these people. Like this was all completely orchestrated. Somebody, when I say they manipulated something here, like they crafted a game plan. But whatever this plan was, it's like God was like, you really think that you can outsmart me? And maybe that's why God used you to teach these people a lesson. We have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Notice the difference between the vulture and the eagle? People are seeing you as this eagle, and they're seeing these people as this vulture. These bald-headed... Aren't vultures bald? Someone here could be going bald. Their feathers could be all a mess. Maybe they have a whole bunch of feathers missing, and their undercoat's all messed up. People looking at you like, wow, look at that beautiful eagle. Alrighty, we're going to clean this up. We're going to see what else is going on. Universe, please give us some character clues. Somebody here could be blue collar. They can have a blue collar job. Somebody here likes to work with their hands. Could be like a plumber, electrician, construction, maintenance. We have somebody's cousin. Maybe your cousin here works a blue collar job. Maybe they're upset that you don't get to work a blue collar job. I don't know, your cousin could be involved somehow. Maybe this is your cousin. We have nephew. We have a whole nephew and cousin. There's a whole family shindig that is going on. Somebody here could be very youthful. This could be somebody here who's older, who's very youthful. Or this could just be somebody here who's extremely immature. We have pink clothing. Somebody here could wear a lot of pink. We have a baby face. Somebody here has a baby face. Maybe whoever wears this pink clothing. We do have this youthful energy here. Maybe somebody doesn't like the fact that you look youthful. Maybe you don't look your age. You don't look like what you've been through. Somebody here could have dark skin. There's a lot of blue and green on the table. Somebody here could be a white American. Maybe this is somebody who doesn't like the fact that you are dark-skinned, or maybe this is a dark-skinned person that doesn't like a light-skinned person. Take it however it resonates. Somebody here could be pregnant, or they could have gotten somebody pregnant. Maybe somebody's nephew got somebody's cousin pregnant, or I don't know. I don't know. There could be some, with this white American, I don't want to say it, but like, there could be some like, I don't know, some crazy shit, like, I don't know, some shit that goes down in, like, Arkansas, and I mean that with, like, no disrespect, but, I don't know, maybe someone kept something here in the family. We did have this Gemini that flew out. Somebody here could be a Gemini. We have a Libra Gemini energy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever. We have a beige tan car. Somebody here could drive a beige and tan car. Somebody could have sent like their nephew your way or something, or their cousin to help them out with something here, to go after you. Maybe it was a cousin-nephew duo that came after you in some kind, because somebody else told them to. Somebody here could have red lips. There could be a white American and a dark-skinned couple, like an interracial couple here. Maybe who's very youthful. Maybe somebody here got pregnant. Maybe somebody here got somebody pregnant that they shouldn't have. And maybe now they're mad and upset that they're stuck working a blue-collar job here because they got stuck in a karmic relationship. Somebody here definitely drives a beige or tan car. We have mature in age or attitude. Somebody here could be extremely mature. We have short hair. Somebody here could have short hair. Maybe it's this dark-skinned person, whoever they are. Maybe they have short hair. Doesn't have to be. There's a whole mess going on. There's a whole hot mess going on. Somebody here could be an islander, or they could have immigrated from an islander. Somebody here could be a boomer. We have brown eyes. And somebody's aunt, maybe somebody's boomer aunt who has brown eyes is not as mature as, I don't know, maybe they don't act their age. Whoever has brown eyes likes to wear a lot of, they like to accentuate their lips really, really red. We're going to use the Scrabble tiles a little later. Universe, tell us more for the collective. Universe, that was way too many. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. That's not what I want, Universe. It's like someone here is actively trying to like work against you because they don't want the truth to come out. Somebody here who's a thief, either physically or emotional. We do have a cold case. A cold case here could be being re-examined. Maybe somebody here left some kind of... Maybe some kind of pattern here has been recognized from a thief that is solving some kind of cold case. Wow, this one doesn't even belong in here. 2424, stability. Trust in the groundwork that you've laid. You could be seeing this angel number, but keep trusting in the groundwork that you've laid. Wow. I picked up the deck, and it literally said toxic couple. There is a toxic couple here that is involved, like I said from the beginning. We have a witness. There's a whole witness that's involved here. Maybe somebody here witnessed something that this thief did. We have living a secret life, closeted DL. Somebody here is definitely in the closet. They don't want people to know. They're ashamed. They're ashamed, and because they live a lie, they create a whole bunch of tomfoolery. So somebody here is secretly DL and they're a thief. Maybe what's going to be discovered is that somebody here is going to be seen as they could be in like an upstanding person here. Maybe your aunt, right? Maybe your aunt's involved because she's not so mature. I don't know. Somebody could have also been trying to rob something from you. We have swinger, polyamorous, multiple partners. So this person that's living a secret life could be in a swinger, polyamorous relationship. Maybe they don't want other people to know. Maybe there's a whole bunch of people involved. Maybe it's a whole group effort. Family affair type of nastiness going on. Somebody here has witnessed something. Maybe somebody here witnessed a whole swinger shindig or something. And they were like, yo, I didn't know you went that way. I don't know. Something here is being exposed. Somebody could have even been planning some kind of kidnapping. Maybe this is like a whole group of succubi or incubi or all of the above, however they identify. Maybe like this toxic couple, then like this main toxic couple that's part of this group here, maybe they have been sending like their other partners in to like distract you. Maybe they were even trying to set this up to get you to be abducted. Trust in the groundwork that you've laid. Continue to have faith. This is all being exposed. Somebody here has been skipping steps and cutting corners. Somebody here is extremely untrustworthy, not able to be relied on as honest or truthful, not dependable or worthy of confidence. Maybe somebody here is seeing how somebody here is not worthy of confidence here because they're living a secret life. They can't even be honest with themselves. We have a karmic feminine here. Maybe the karmic feminine here is the one that's driving the ship or steering the ship. Excuse me, you don't drive a ship. I wouldn't know. I've never been on a boat. We have an entitled twat that knows right from wrong but doesn't care. This is somebody here who doesn't care. They're just trying to maintain whatever image they're doing, and they don't care if that means skipping steps. They don't care if it means, you know, keeping somebody's life a secret and giving them what they think that they want to this thief. Somebody here has been aiding and abetting this thief who don't even want them. This person don't even want them. Maybe this karmic female has been holding something over this person. Oh, I'll out you or whatever. Just be yourself. We have poison. A slow, subtle harm infects your environment. Somebody could have been trying to poison you or trying to infect your environment in some kind of way. Like I said, maybe even sending these partners. That's just nasty. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody, but I don't even want to do it with one person. Like, that's where I'm at in life. I don't know how you be. I don't know. I hope everyone takes a shower at the very least. Like, use some antibacterial soap. Universe. Please tell us more. I probably stock up on Dial. Universe. We have gossip and rumors. Somebody here could have been trying to start some kind of gossip and rumors here, spreading false or damaging information to undermine someone's reputation. They wanted to undermine your reputation. They wanted people to be focused on you, on the lies that they have been saying, so that way nobody sees the fact that they're living a secret life here and that they're involved in a secret group. We have using physical intimidation, so they're spreading gossip rumors, using physical intimidation, aggressive body language, overbearing physical presence, or using tactile, physical touch, to try and assert some kind of dominance here. Like I said earlier about this whole alpha thing, going back to Teen Wolf, right? All the other alphas had to take out the other alpha in order for them to be the alpha. But Scott was the true alpha because of his character. Because of his energy. And he was younger, going up against older people as well. So these could be people who are older than you. I'm trying to hold on to some kind of territory? I don't know. It feels strange. It feels like, trying to piss on a hydrant and claiming that it's theirs. Like, no. Just because you peed on something doesn't make it yours. I don't know. Somebody here could be gross. Maybe that's what they're into. I don't know. Maybe somebody's into golden showers. I don't know. That's even more nasty. That's nasty. I don't like it when I tinkle on the seat, for crying out loud, as a man, and I have to, grab the Clorox wipe. Like, no. We have possession. Somebody here could be possessed, or somebody here could be being in trouble for possession of something. Maybe somebody here stole an illegal substance from the wrong one. I don't know. To sell it themselves. I don't know. Somebody here could be possessed by some kind of entity. We have manipulation and interrogation. I'm only going to take the ones that caught my eye. We have plea deals. Somebody here could be making some kind of plea deal or trying to make a plea deal here because maybe they're under pressure here because of this interrogation. They're being interrogated for all the physical intimidation that they've used and the manipulation. Maybe they were trying to manipulate with gossip and rumors, using emotional blackmail, guilt trips, love bombing, silent treatment, minimalization and denial, rationalization, selective attention, inattention, lying, omission, diversion, and triangulation. Those are all forms of manipulation. Maybe they never wanted you to catch on. They never wanted you to wisen up. Some kind of sentence is being reversed, and I feel like it's whatever it is, whatever judgment they cast on you with this gossip and rumors that were never even true to begin with, that sentence is being reversed. People could be treating you differently now. They could be nicer to you, and you could be like, what? What's with this change up? They're not going to say it, but that's because whatever this illusion is has crumbled, has faded. It was fated for it to crumble. That one needs to go back in its rightful deck. Damn The other one was 37 minutes. This one is 21 minutes. We're about an hour in-ish. An hour in. Universe, tell us more. What lies beneath that we need to know about? It's time for you to watch shit go down. Grab your popcorn. Grab that Orville Redenbacher. Throw in whatever the hell you want. Ooh, I could go for some popcorn and chocolate right now. Some shit's about to go down. And maybe it's coming out in pairs. Something's coming out in pairs. Maybe this is like a whole swinger group with like a whole bunch of like pairs get together. And like, what is that, like swingers? That did come out too. I don't know. People just be sharing their spouses and shit. And then they wonder why they get... I'm gonna stop. Use the antibacterial soap. And get tested, please. We have divorce. There's a divorce that is taking place here. There's a divorce that is taking place. Somebody here has been getting played. And somebody here, maybe they got played by their own bad choices. We have manipulation, lies, controls. Some kind of contract here is broken. All because somebody here is way too insecure. 23:23 on this timer. The game is over. The game is over for this insecure person that's been hiding in the shadows. They've been hiding in the shadows and watching. And creeping. Did it work? Did it work? Did what I say work? Did what I do work? Did that person that I sent their way, did it work? Did they bite the bait? No, it didn't work. Your game is over. Collective's not stupid. You made them wiser. You played yourself with your bad choices. Because now, everything that you've built, and this could be people who have been in long-term relationships, 20, 30 years. They were trying to escape it. They were trying to escape it with their swinger polyamory bullcrap. What's the point of being in a relationship? Just be friends with benefits. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Isn't that essentially what that is? Like, why? Why try to make it something that it isn't? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why people lie. Like, oh, I can't, like, I don't get it. What are you so ashamed of? Universe. People don't like the fact that you're fighting for what you love. Maybe that's why they're going through a divorce right now. You're expecting some kind of brand new beginning here because you fought for what you love. Love is a battlefield. Isn't that a song? Universe, tell us more. We have a copycat. You've been dealing with a copycat who has been making poor choices. They've been making poor choices, and now they're going through a bank failure. They're losing their stability. Remember, that tower has fallen. Their foundation is filled with cracks. They never did any maintenance. Or they didn't use the right grade of cement. I know up here in New England, like, you have to build basements in order to build a house. The record is being set straight. It's in the reverse. Somebody here does not want the record to be set straight, and it could be whoever this copycat is. Maybe people here are now seeing that everything that has transpired was just you fighting for what you love. Maybe you fighting for yourself. Maybe at one point, when you were sticking up for yourself, when you were defending yourself, it made you look a little foolish. Maybe it made you look a little crazy, right? Maybe they were able to weaponize and use that against you. But now people are like, oh, we get it now. They were just sticking up for themselves, which they had every right to do. And somebody here does not want the record to be set straight, whoever this copycat is, that was trying to play you, but they only got themselves played. Somebody here, maybe somebody in this toxic couple, right? Maybe the reason why this divorce is going on is because maybe somebody betrayed their partner in crime. Because their loyalty only landed to that, within them. And somebody here could have been getting a room. Or something here has been happening in a secret room. People have been meeting up together, maybe in hotels. Something here about casino, maybe casino hotels. The game is over. The game is over. Somebody was trying to manipulate the situation to make it seem like they were someone that they weren't. And that it was that the problems that they were going through was your fault, when in all actuality, it was just them not being able to embrace who they are. Every lie, every manipulation, it snowballed. It made a bigger effect here. It caused how they react and respond in this matrix that we're in. And that has a chain effect. Because you don't know who knows who, and who's connected to who. You already know the tea. You know deep down in your gut what was done and who was involved. You know it. You know exactly who the players are. Everything, whoever this reading is for, whatever I have said, you had that feeling, and you were like, all right, that's confirmation. This is not anything that you don't already know, but maybe you never had that proof, but now somebody is coming in to give it to you because somebody witnessed it. That King of Swords is coming in with some kind of information that is going to corrupt a whole institution. This is a bank failure. This bank doesn't have enough money. It doesn't have it. It was built on lies. It mismanaged its funds, its resources. Universe, tell us more. Huh. Hooked. We have a groupie here that is hooked. I just like shoved that in the microphone's face. Like, here, look. There's a groupie here that was trying to bait you into something. This person's one of your groupies. They're one of your biggest fans deep down inside. They just don't know how to vocalize it. Somebody here is played out. This person is played out. Glory days are over. Again, with this threatening energy. Somebody here was trying to threaten you. But there are screenshots. There is evidence here on how somebody here could have been trying to plan some kind of intimidation in order to make you feel bothered. What just flipped over? A queen rising? They never wanted you to rise into your power? They never wanted you to be in some kind of spotlight to gain some kind of attention? There is photo proof and screenshots. There is proof. There is evidence about this intimidation. And you're going to be winning the jackpot. Somebody could even be having to pay out pain and suffering, defamation, lost opportunities. It could even be enough information coming forward where you can be taking people to court for lost wages. Maybe it's something that's been going on for so long that you kept having to, like, find a new job because you never knew why you kept getting fired. It's because these people meddled in that too. They meddled in every aspect of your life, them in their swinger group. And this is a big-ass group. Well-connected people from all different backgrounds. Somebody here was just holding some kind of grudge. They were holding some kind of grudge, and they were making fake accounts here. I don't know, to cyberbully you, to spy on you. because you rejected them in some kind of way. You made them feel small. Well, I'm sorry. If you're watching, because you know they're always watching, Collective. If you are watching, if you're holding a grudge because somebody rejected you and they made you feel small, well, guess what? You are small. Plain and simple, and I'll say that with a smile on my face. You're a small person. Didn't Taylor Swift write a song called The Smallest Man That Ever Lived or something like that? That's the vibe. And this one's flipped over. An impersonator. An impersonator, a copycat, somebody here who wanted to be seen as you. They wanted to wear your aura. But listen, generics will never be the real thing. They're generics for a reason. They're cheaper for a reason. They're a knockoff for a reason. Impersonator. You rejected this impersonator, and now they're talking all this shit, so now they're holding a grudge. So they've been trying to intimidate you here. For what? Because you're reflecting? This is strong hermit energy here for me. Because you know who you are. This person's a wolf in sheep's clothing. This impersonator here that you rejected, they're a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is somebody here who does the same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. This person is a creature of habit. They cannot do anything new, or they don't have any originality. Continue to ignore this person, and I feel like you are, and I feel like that's pissing them off even more because you're not taking the bait. You absolutely just do not care anymore because you realize that they're not worth it. It's not worth it. And somebody here is now receiving bad karma. You let karma step in. You let karma handle their ass. You let the universe take care of them. Because the universe knows exactly what it is that they need. Universe, please tell us some more. You're receiving some kind of high honor, and somebody here is receiving some kind of bad health. Maybe somebody here wanted you in bad health, so that way you wouldn't receive this high honor. Universe. Tell us more, please. Something here with these pairs again. Judication and wealthy man. Maybe there's a wealthy man that's going through some kind of judication here, or they're going to have to pay up. Or you're going to become very, very wealthy because of some kind of judication, and somebody here is going to be put under bad health. We have 3113. You guys could be seeing 1331 or 3113. You could be seeing that angel number a lot. Either way, somebody here is in bad health. This has to do all with what people have built. These 13s break down to a 4. Sorry, this 31 and 13 break down to a 4. Oh, there's another one here. I didn't see this. We have a mature man. There's a whole... You're receiving some kind of gift here. There's a mature man and a wealthy man here that's involved in some kind of judication. And there's a whole main female. Universe, tell me more. This could be involving some kind of a house or some kind of contract here with this house marriage card. Maybe somebody here was trying to bind you into some kind of situation here, or trying to make you settle for something. But we do have this judication here, and marriage just talks about legal contracts. There's a whole bunch of people involved here. Again, people never wanted you to receive some kind of high honor, and they were trying to have you committed to something here that they have built, or trying to get you to surrender to something. This involves something here of security and of stability. whether that's a home or an inheritance of some sort. You're going to be receiving some kind of a message here. And we have journey. Somebody here is going to be taking a journey. Maybe they're bad health. Maybe that's the journey that they're taking. Bad health. That doesn't have to be like physical health. It could just be, you know, financial bad health. Or it could just be bad karma. Things are not going to be going in their favor. They're going to be too preoccupied with trying to get themselves right and learning that lesson. Actually, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we're going to pull out the Scrabble tiles. Hi, everyone. I am back. Let's clean this up. We're going to pull out the Scrabble tiles. Before I do that, make sure that y'all are drinking your water, having your electrolytes. This part might get a little loud. If you are sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume again. Universe and Divine Council. Any other messages and confirmations here for the collective, please? Any messages or confirmations for the collective? Something here about an EIN. Maybe somebody here's a business owner or something, or... You can even use EINs for, like, trusts and stuff. Maybe you're gonna be finding out that there's, like, a secret trust or something. Hold on, y'all. I had a couple fly everywhere. The letters L and S on the ground. We have the number 28, the number 80, excuse me, the number 74, 64, 36, the number 43. Someone's name could be Hugh, or something here about a color hue. Like, I don't know, like someone trying to pick a color on the spectrum. Like maybe something's not blue, maybe it's cobalt. We have the number 1, the number 56. Something here about LA. Somebody here could be Jewish. We have the number 25. Something here about an attorney general. Maybe something here is like a class action. Something here about a PR. Maybe an attorney general is trying to spin something with press. I don't know what I'm tapping into. Something here about California. We have the number 27. Something about SNL. Maybe somebody watches a lot of SNL, or... Maybe somebody had thought that something was funny, that they could use your life as like a sketch to keep them entertained or to keep others entertained. There's something here about a barn. A barn is involved somehow. Maybe somebody here has a barn, or something about Barnes and Nobles. We have Joe. Somebody's name could be Joe. Somebody's name could be Joanne. Joanna. We have the number 31. Someone's name could be Nessa. Something about a KO. Something here is going to be a knockout. Somebody could be getting knocked out. We have the number 7 here. Someone's name could be BJ, or I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of that going on in that group. There's a doctor that's involved in here somehow. Maybe somebody could be going to the doctor because, I don't know. Maybe their thing isn't working. I don't know. I have Goya. Somebody here could use Goya. Maybe somebody here uses a lot of Goya products. Something here about Tennessee. A lot of R's on the table. Someone's name could be Reese. Or something here about Reese's. Maybe somebody here likes to eat Reese's. Someone's name could be Lucy. Someone's name could be Hillary. We have WTF on the table. I don't know. Something is WTF. We have a lane. Maybe somebody who doesn't know how to stay in their own lane. Someone's name could be Laney. JT, that could be somebody's initials. Maybe that's their nickname. Someone's name could be Val, Valerie. Something here about a kiss. I don't know. Or maybe somebody listens to the band Kiss. Someone's name could be Levi, or maybe somebody here wears Levi jeans. Someone's name could be Nancy. Someone's name could be Dre. Something about Teflon. Or maybe somebody bought some new pots with Teflon. Someone's name could be Mike, Michael. Something about glad. Maybe somebody never wanted you to be glad. Someone's name could be Brian. Somebody's name could be Wade. Something here about Europe. Someone's name could be Leslie. Someone's name could be Eric or Erica. Something here about Nestle. Maybe somebody works for Nestle. Like the water company. Or the one that makes the chocolate, whatever. Someone's name could be Justin. Something here about a bar. Maybe somebody works at a bar or they frequent a bar. Or something here about the bar, like the legal bar. Something here about AI. Someone's name could be Barb. Maybe that's their nickname, Barbara. Someone's name could be Justine. Something about paraffin wax. Maybe somebody makes candles. Something here about VR, virtual reality. Teresa could be somebody's name. Somebody's initials could be JP. Laverne could be somebody's name. Somebody could be Ancy. We have Mike here again. Abe could be somebody's name. Abe, Abraham. Something here about Portugal. Something here about Burger King. Someone's name could be Evan. Ian. Peter, Tracy, Glenn, Belvedere. Maybe somebody drinks a lot of Belvedere vodka. Isn't that shit expensive? I don't know, I don't drink. Bolivia. Andrew could be somebody's name. Something here about a ball. Maybe somebody likes to, I don't know, throw the ball or dribble the ball, whatever people do with balls. Maybe somebody else is playing with the balls. I mean, I didn't mean that in a non-nasty way, but we did have nasty earlier, so take it however it resonates. Something here about TD Bank. Someone's name could be Quinn. Someone's name could be Robert. Someone's initials could be MR, or somebody here is, they like the title Mr. Something about Las, like maybe somebody here could speak Spanish, or something about Las Vegas. Something here about EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, maybe somebody here listens to, trance music, or something like that. Something here about mice. Maybe Maybe somebody was trying to create a mice infestation. Someone here's a wuss. We have this bar here again. Someone's name could be Stacy. Stacy's mom has got it going on. I don't know, maybe somebody's mom is involved. I don't know. Maybe somebody is sleeping with somebody's mom. Somebody here could have some ED issues. Something here is hereditary. We have GLP. Maybe somebody here is on the GLP-1. Maybe they're on the Ozempic. Somebody here is definitely DL. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you're real. 'Cause I'm real. Someone's name could be Wesley. Something here about art. Maybe somebody is an art teacher or somebody's in that field. They like to be artistic. Someone's name could be Tessa. I have Tesla out here. Kirk. Something here about Star Trek. Because I just pictured Kirk from Star Trek. Someone's name could be Jane. Something about an ET. Maybe somebody's trying to claim that you're an extraterrestrial, that you're weird, because you refuse to blend in. Or they never wanted you to know your true origins. Somebody here could be Jewish. Something about garbage. Someone's name could be Harry. Every time I go to pull out the tiles is when my back starts hurting. Someone's name could be Leia. Something about a Yeti. Maybe somebody uses those Yeti cups. Someone's name could be Al. Something about Zeta, the Greek alphabet. I don't know, maybe this is like sorority sisters or brothers, or maybe this thing acts like it's a fraternity or a sorority or whatever it is. Something here about CAD. Maybe somebody here is like an engineer, and they use like the CAD programming for their renderings or drawings or something. Something here about Bluetooth. Maybe somebody has been trying to jam your Bluetooth. Something here about the web. Somebody's been trying to do something on the World Wide Web or the dark web, or I don't know, or they're trying to weave something. Someone's name could be Jasmine. We have rude here. Maybe somebody here is rude. Maybe they're trying to claim that you were rude because you rejected them, because you weren't buying whatever it is that they were selling. Someone's name could be Ryan. Something here about somebody's lashes. Maybe somebody got their lashes done. I don't even know if that's a thing. Someone here could have ADHD. Something here about hypersexualism. Maybe that somebody here has never treated, or I don't know, has left unmanaged. Someone's name could be Todd. We have Gringo here. Maybe somebody thinks that you're like an outsider or something. Or they want you to feel like you're an outsider. Something about Arizona. Something about Shell, like the gas company. The gasolina company. Something about AV. Something about AV equipment. Someone's name could be Gus. I have Gunner here as well. Someone's name could be Keanu. Caleb. Jake. Jingleheimer Smith. His name is... Annalise could be somebody's name. We have Ola on the table. Hola. For the Portuguese people, something about RPT. You're going to be watching something on RPT. Something about CNN. Something that's going to be on the news. Something about a financial advisor. Someone's name could be Higgins. Something about a vet. Either a veterinarian or a veteran. We have Drew out here again, spelt a different way, D-R-U. Or someone here could, maybe somebody here is a druid, or they think they're a druid. Something about a junior. Somebody's aunt is definitely involved. Someone's name could be Zeke. Zane. Zach. Someone's name could be Jack. Salma is out here. Maybe somebody's name is Salma. Cindy's out here. We have a Cheryl. Okay. Bell. Somebody's last name could be Bell. Someone's name could be Ruben. Someone's name could be Lex, Lexi, Alexa. Number one. You are number one, collective. Okay. Universe, please give us an affirmation for the collective. We have Sanctuary. Good for you, it seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath. Or a normal-sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. It's time for you to lock yourself up in your sanctuary and bring yourself some peace. You deserved it. You deserved some time away from this chaos. Take a bubble bath. If you can. Universe. Please give us a final message for the collective. We have surrender. We have number 2. Excuse me. In the state of sleep, manifestations take root. Here is a chance for rest and recovery after the challenges and various lessons that have recently been coming your way. Ganesha is offering you the option to retreat into a calm environment, to replenish your energy and regain your composure. There is a need to stabilize your energy and recognize that you have been wrapped up in a stress-filled time. Brief periods of respite will enable you to improve your energy levels and concentration, as well as bring greater peace to your heart. This will set you up to start anew. No matter how big the task you are involved in, times of recovery, including a good night's sleep, are important to heal the body and reset your mind back to positivity. Regardless of what you're facing, Ganesha is gently reminding you to surrender this challenge for a while. You can take time for yourself, knowing that when you are ready, the tasks will be there for you. If you are trying to make a decision or change, this may not be the best time. Give yourself a much-needed break and decide once you have a clearer head. It's time for you to rest and recover. You don't have to work so hard anymore. This way you can be rejuvenated, so that way you can focus on your manifestations and what it is that you want to take root. You are afforded the time to surrender in your sanctuary. Take that time. Take that time for you. You've earned it. And before we go, we're going to read an excerpt from the Book of Happy. Universe, anything here for the collective, please? We have analyzed intentions behind your gift. When you are the recipient of a good turn by others, take time to think about what in their hearts led them to give you that gift. Think about the motivation of the gift giver and the timing. You might realize that the decision of the gift giver wasn't entirely whimsical, but perhaps purposeful. You were chosen to receive for a reason. He or she wanted to bring you happiness. Ask yourself what the person had to pay to give you that gift, either in money or time. For example, if your gift was a jar of jam from the first ripe batch of apricots on your neighbor's tree, think about how much time your neighbor spent gathering, washing, pitting, peeling the apricots, mixing the fruit with other ingredients, stirring the pot, filling and processing the jars. This likely will bring a sense of deep appreciation. Pour yourself a cup of tea and put your feet up. Reflect on the person who has done you a good turn. Sip your tea and come up with several ways you could repay the kindness. Act on one of them. And you can also take this advice, too, to look even deeper. On a negative sense, why is somebody giving you this gift? What is it that they are expecting of you? Right? See, some people will buy you fancy things in hopes that they can win over your favor. There's a difference between somebody giving you something that they want to share with you, as if the example here of somebody making jam. You're being asked to analyze intentions behind the gifts, the good and the bad, and to act when you need to act, and to act correctly and purposefully. That is what I have for y'all today. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.